You can start terminal and
Start from terminal.
yeah, no, do one thing. Go to your Firefox and
Mm,
HTTPS localhost
88 something.
88434.
This 834.
Meanwhile, open terminal also because in terminal we need to start and stop the services. Like if we are using Nessus, we need to start the Nessus services, and if we are not using Nessus, we can stop the Nessus services. Okay, so sudo su. You can. Mhm. I do one thing. Fine. Open terminal. Yeah. Now sudo space systems. Start Nessus service. Nessus. Enter.
Crashed again.
Yes.
It keep on crashing. I don't know why.
Okay. Let me also try meanwhile.
Yes.
Do one thing. Sudo system status of an SSD.
Sudo.
Instead of start, we can we can replace it with status.
Okay. Service disabled.
Hmm. Do one thing. Enter Control C or use Control plus C so that we can get out of. So there will be top arrow right on our keyboard so that you will get that command. Top arrow like page up, page
This
down will
one.
do. No, or else do one thing. Sudo su.
Page.
Uh, uh, at last, instead of Nessus SD, we can uh, complete this command. Tab.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Dot service. Control C. We'll type another command. Like as we are
Can we
facing
do
error.
just enable sudo
Hmm.
system cdf
Enter. Enter. Here we can't type it.
erase.
Enter. Control C. Start.
Enable.
Enable dot services. Created. Waiting. Okay. Now start the service. Sudo systemctl start nessus nessus.
Sure.
At that time, see here there is an error when you are typing the spelling. See SSE, it shouldn't be, it should be SD dot service.
SS dot service.
Any SSUS D dot service. Here you are making it as like SSSED, right? You
Acha,
don't have
okay.
command.
The last
Here,
one has a typo.
uh,
Okay.
yes, typo error is there. No, yeah. Now check the status once. Hmm. Yeah. Now it is working, right? So, or else we can also do one more command, Control C. Hmm. We can type sudo space apt space hyphen hyphen fix.
Fix.
No, fix fix
Fix. Okay.
hyphen broken broken space install install space hyphen y. So what happens, whenever we type this command, like if there are any installation which were not completed, it will make sure that it resumes, and the following packages were automatically installed. Okay, so there is another command there. See, use sudo apt auto remove. Whenever we use this command, what happens, if there are any like older versions and there is new version, it will replace a new version with older version and it will remove the older version. You can enter auto. There is no space between auto remove.
Acha.
Hmm. apt auto remove. Hmm. We enter. Yes. Why? Like as if there are old libraries or files, it will remove all the old files. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Now we can.
Last night I did it, the installation part and did a scan.
Okay. Okay. So now you can do one more thing. Like now we can reload it. Like whenever if we are not using what we call Nessus, we can stop the service. Okay.
No, I did. Acha, we have to stop the service, not close
Huh.
it.
We should stop the service, or else in background service will be running. We need to use the same command, which is like sudo systemctl stop nessus d. Okay. Now
Acha.
we'll go to the browser, open that Firefox. Now if we reload it, it should work for us.
Perfect.
Now we can sign in into it. Hmm. Okay, you have completed one scan, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, open that scan. So now we'll go into depth, like what all are there, like what all are the vulnerabilities. I think there are no vulnerabilities, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, like
I
which
scanned 192.168.0.1
you
dot
are
1 slash 24.
okay. Which is your host device or your Kali?
No, I think it was Kali.
Do one thing. Do open like terminal
New
and
scan.
if config. Let's check what is your IP of Kali terminal.
So terminal.
Hmm. Big-
Not found. So we need to type sudo.
If config, if config, IP config would
If
be in if config. Yeah. Hmm. Docker Ethernet is, yeah. Here your IP is 192.168.220.128.
broadcast ID.
No. INET IP.
It's INET IP. Okay.
This one we need to mention over there. Hmm. Oh, now we need to create new scan. My scans are all scans. You can go anywhere. My scan. Basic network.
Dot. Is it correct? 192.168.220.128.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
Hmm.
start.
No, you need to go to discover. Like, there we do have many options, right? Schedule, click on
Acha.
schedule. You can explore it, Port scan, we can over it, and all port scan. Ticket, yeah. We can go to assessment. Like here, we do have multiple options. Click on that. Scan for all vulnerabilities. Sorry. No. Keep it default right now. For now, we'll make it as default. Now save it. Okay, it has been saved, right? Now launch it. Meanwhile, we'll go through the PPT, like what all we do have in Nessus. Okay.
Okay. So want me to stop sharing screen?
Huh. So as we have installed Nessus Essentials, like there are many versions of Nessus, like Proficient is there, and there are some for like web base are there. So based on our requirement and our organization, what they want to use, they'll use that one. Okay. Hmm. Okay. See, why, like, what is Nessus Essentials basically? Okay. So here, I think it is working right. Okay. Nessus Essential is nothing but a former, formerly an SS home, like, which is very basic version of Nessus. Okay. Where we do is a free vulnerability scanner. Right now we are using a pre-vulnerability scanner, like where we do have a trial version. It is for I think 30 days or 29 days it would be there for us. That validation key which was uh, sent by Nessus to our email ID. Okay. So where what Nessus actually does, it identifies security weakness across the infrastructure. Infrastructure would be whole IT, physical and web, whole infrastructure in the sense organization. It will scan, and what it will give us in output, it will one second, it in result, it will give us list of vulnerabilities. Okay. And what is the score of vulnerability and what is the version of vulnerabilities. Based on that, what we'll do, we'll have an idea, we'll get an idea like what all applications there in the organizations and within that host, and what is the version. Based on that version, we'll have a Google search so that we can exploit, or we can make sure that the organization is safe. So we'll say them that you need to update all these applications because there are these many vulnerabilities within your uh, organization or within your host. Okay, where what all it will examine systems, it will examine server, it will examine network, web applications, means websites. It would scan, and it would detect vulnerabilities before attacker can exploit. Basically, this is a tool where, as an organization, we make sure that we don't have any weak spots or any open door for an hacker. Okay, as it is basic version, we can only scan up to 16 IPs. You should remember this one because in your examination or within your interview also, they may ask you, because you may say that I have used Nessus Essentials. So they may ask you like what is the range of IPs, or they would be a question like MCQ would be there. Okay, 10, 16, 6 or 8 would be. So you need to choose that one. So, okay. What all we can scan right now? We can scan operating systems, Windows, Linux, Mac OS. Okay. We can scan network devices and servers. We can scan applications. We can scan virtual machines and containers. Okay. So, and one more thing, like uh, we can if necessities, vulnerability, vulnerability assessment tool. Okay, which is used by red team people. Okay.
Raman bhai, I have a doubt.
Huh.
So we can only scan our system, or if we do have, suppose like I have your IP address, so can I scan yours?
Yes, but with this Nessus Essential, you can't scan my IP right now, because Nessus Essential is only for private IPs which are within your network, and you can only scan up to 16. If I was within your network, you could have scanned my IP. When you will have the paid version of Nessus, right? So you can
Mm-hmm.
scan over any IP. You can even scan Google IP. You can even scan my IP, so that you can get in what we call an overview, where you will find the vulnerabilities within my network, as well as if you are scanning my host via IP, you can also do that one. It is possible for, but with our tool, it isn't possible because it is free version, right?
Mm, yes.
Hmm. So it is a tool where it does some automated scans, and which will give us vulnerability, and it will also make sure that if there are any mispatches, Okay, and if there are any misconfigurations, it will also make sure that it will and if there are any weak passwords also. Basically, Nessus is an all-rounder tool where we can perform many operations. And if there are any outdated softwares also, and it will also scan open ports and known vulnerabilities as we discussed. Okay. See, why do we use the identify vulnerabilities, compliance check, user friend? It is its feature, and why, like what all we can do. We can use Metasploitables 2. I have installed, and I'll guide you to install that one also uh, as within this class, so that with after like later sessions we can use Metasploit and our Kali, and we can do some scans. Okay, test Windows and Linux. Right, I had did a Linux one where there within my host only have scanned my host and real time scenarios and all. So here missing patches, weak password policies, like our password should be of 12 letters, where it should consist of hash, or like it should consist of symbol, a capital letter, and numerical alphanumerical password should be there. It will also check that all those things also. Okay, and it will also scan active directory, and what are the open ports, like which are easy to exploit. If there is any FTP port, file transfer port, it will also scan that. If there are any remote execution flaws and privilege escalations, CIS benchmark, where we do have a standard uh, of what we call versions which need to be installed in each and everyone's laptop. Like if there is any new release of Google Chrome, we need to update that. Here the compliance will and auditing will be done. So for auditing, each company will be having auditing, so that and they'll receive a certification if everything mm, is up to date. Okay, for that also they'll use Nessus, NIST framework, HIPAA regulations, where all hospitals would be, and uh, PCI DSS means where your personal data would be there with any company. They would also need to do this one scan. So what are the key features, like advanced scanning engine? It can see 1,90,000 vulnerabilities plugins are there within what we call within our RNSS. It will also give us a description over this. So, for example, let me 1 second. Let me show my Kali. What does it mean by 1,90,000 plugins? Web-based GUI, like graphical user interface, what we are using right now, where we go to our any browser and we can type HTTPS colon and local host where 8843, or we can even 127.0.0.1 colon 8843 port. Then risk base and prioritization, it will also identify all those things. And detailed security, it will give us a detailed security report via SMTP protocol, where simple mail transfer protocol, where we can attach our any domain which could be uh, something like rock at the rate gmail.com. We can configure that one, and port and service enumeration, and credential scanning, in the sense like whether there are any weak passwords or not. Compliance auditing, multiple there are multiple scans, and regular plugin updates. We can also update our Nessus within our Nessus only, where we do have an option of manual updating also. And malware detection capability, like whether if there is any malware within our host or within our server. So it will also scan that and give us details that this kind of malware is present in your host. SSL, TLS certifications, whether there are any is updated or outdated certifications. Mm, Patch and file auditing, automated scheduling, as we have already discussed. Like we can also schedule the task, like if you want to make sure that with every 15 days we need to have one scan, and we need that report should be generated and some and sent to our emails. So it is also possible, but with our free version it isn't possible. Okay, we do have some limitations over it. Integration and export options also is there. And one second, features would be like, one second. All these things we will be having in our Nessus tool. Okay. Hmm. So missing OS patches also, like if there are any critical patches which need to be updated, like we haven't scheduled or updated. If there are any outdated software also, it will, like misconfigurations where firewall rule is misconfigured. It could be like allow all traffic. We can and we can mention range of IPs, and we can make it as allow. So if there is any out, like inbound traffic, okay, which is coming from outside, okay, so it would be, if it is having any misconfiguration over that, they should not allow any traffic from outside, but it is allowed within our environment. So it will also pop up that, and it will also make us a note over there. Okay, like constant updates and everything is possible, as it is an automated tool, right? And the CV detections where vulnerability score would be there, like for auditing malware indicators, like same would be there within all these things. These plugins would be there, like web-based interface, where what like here this is a website where we are using our Nessus. So no CLI required as of now, because in CLI we can't make sure that every feature is enabled, and if it is in GUI, that's the reason we do have NSS in GUI interface, where we can also manually select each and everything. Like everyone, like as it is a beginner friendly tool, we can also, everyone can easily understand and follow the steps. And we do have a huge community support over online forms. Like here, risk based, what is risk based prioritization? So if it is, and any alert is critical, it will make sure that it should be in red. If it is high, it do have another color indicator, and medium in the sense, and if it is low, information. So critical, what is a critical alert or critical vulnerability, where immediate actions need to be taken. Okay, these vulnerabilities allow complete scan, compromise, and are actively being exploited widely. Means if there is any, like we can take it as like Chrome is there. We do have Chrome application within our host. Okay, so but there is an vulnerability in Chrome. In it could be 13.0.0.7. This is a version where it has the vulnerability that uh, a person can or a hacker can intercept your traffic via this when it is connected to a public network. Okay, this is an critical alert right now. So what happens, whenever we do a network scan or a host based scan, it will NSS will give us this alert that this is an application, so and so application is there with this version, and this is a vulnerability. So you need to have update over it, immediate update. Okay. uh, uh, Here high means not, it isn't that much what we call that much critical over here. The risk and data loss and system would be like or it can also compromise data if an attacker would done. So based on the scenario and the what we call scenario and what is the information or what which application is it, so category will be automatically decided by Nessus. Okay. So medium should be like it can be delayed, update can be delayed, or that file or that policy can be delayed right away, but it should be configured or updated at next time. Those and minor issues would be like some normal updates where GUI update is there for our or a small framework update is there where they are enhancing the performance of our host or our server or our network devices. Those are low. So informational in the sense we don't have any risk over that applications. We can means those vulnerabilities are now not that much exploitable or not that much serious in the case or not that much critical. Okay. Based on the critical, the what we these are named as severities. Okay. Based on the severity of the vulnerability, an organization would make sure that time how much less time it should take to patch all those things. Okay. Like comprehensive report as we have already like which is helpful for SOC documentation, academic assessment, audit trails, and executive. The comprehensive report is nothing but the report which has been generated by the result or output, or we call it as a report, which is generated by Nessus, where we do have all pie chart is there, and every every vulnerability has been marked, and based on the severity, whether it is critical, high, whether it is low, whether it is informational, each and everything is uh, in each and everything is in a very good manner where we can download with in PDF or within HTML format like web format, or we can also CSV where Excel would be there, so that we can attach and we can send it to our clients. Like port scanning and credential scanning, as we have already discussed. Like these are also been are part of this Nessus scan. Okay. Your comprehensive security audits, like these are sorry. Huh. So what are security audits, which basically every organization will undergo for the security audits where they'll check each and every host where they'll run the scans and they'll get the report, and so that ISO they every company need to be ISO certified as per government norms, and that industry level of to get industry level of what we call appearance, so that they will go under these scans and the security checks, so that any outside organizations can come into there and they can certify them as they are very secured as per compliances, where security they don't have any security loopholes, so that the data will be very safe, so that a customer would have an assurance that they will not have any concerns via data leak or anything. Okay, That's the reason of security auditing, where these all are there, like CIS benchmark, like industry would be there, where here healthcare sectors would be there, PCI where payment, like what we call all fintech would be there, National Institutes of Standard Framework. These all are some frameworks are there based on the organization category you need to follow, and you need to perform the scan. Okay, here, and we do have network scan, advanced scan, web application testing, host discovery in the sense, if there is any host which isn't which is on your network and having some vulnerabilities, and you are not even updating it, which is an outdated credential. Fast scan is there, like if we do have any weak credentials like admin or like default passwords are there. Okay, compliance auditing, malware scan, all these things would be there. So what all we can do? So we had a network scan over here. We can also perform a web application. I'm searching for any vulnerable web which we can do, because if we do on public websites, so what they'll do, they'll block our IP, or they may raise concerns over us. So it is as we are doing any scan in cybersecurity, we should make sure that we are proceeding each and everything legally. Okay, there are many options in this also, but we can't do directly each and everything. We should have like if any website is permitting us to perform the scan, then only we need to do. Okay, we can perform web application where OWASP top 10, where OWASP top 10 they do have 10 strategies how hacker can attack. So based on that, it will give us what is vulnerable in that, also what we can do. Okay, execute credential scan. It will also credential scan whether there are any open or weak credentials of the good accounts or employee accounts. Okay, and analyze vulnerability results, where uh, we have already discussed, like severity would be there, exploitation, availability, and remediations also will be there. So here, main thing, what is the main thing, it will give us severity, it will give us exploit availability, and remediations. Severity in the sense high, low, medium, critical. These all are known as severity. Exploit available in the sense the what we call root, or the open door. We can, in simple language, open door or a loophole which is available, so that we can exploit, in the sense we can discover or we can get into that application. Remediation in the sense, in order to hardening, it will come under hardening of your host or network or any devices. Okay, it will also give us recommendation how we can secure our applications or our hardware devices. And it's nothing but just we can also export the files. So this is a steps how we can install, and like if we are installing in Windows, if we are installing in Kali, so we do have this command, and we do have different commands also. So we have already did it, like to get that why we use this one, because we will get an activation code. Okay, so as we did a basic network scan, mm, we discard our VM IP. I had used my Kali IP, and where I got many vulnerabilities. We can even export that file. These all are see, these are some simple questions where I have already discussed, like how many scans it would, how many IPs it would allow us, and why we use Nessus. Okay, on which port Nessus will be running, and a credential scan means like logging into a target system. Okay, what are plugins used for to detect vulnerabilities? You need to make sure that you need to have theoretic knowledge of this, because in examinations they will ask you these things only. It is an deep understanding level of. Here also you may have you can, in interview you can make sure that if they ask, and you can say them. Okay. hmm. uh, like uh, do one thing, like you can go to your host machine, like which is your laptop. In that you need to install it. So then we'll install that in our VM workstation. Meanwhile, I'll also try to open my. Right now what happened, one second, I'll share my screen.
It got so small.
No problem. You can close this and you can again open it. Let me share my screen, see.
Yes, okay.
Hmm. Is my screen visible for you? So I have already installed
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Metasploit, and I do have Windows. But right now there is an error with my Kali, so I don't know like what have happened. It was good up to date, but I'll restore each and everything. So that is the reason we do have snapshots. Restore it. Restore. So let's check, is it working right? It should work. See, now it is opening. I think all my nesses would have been gone from it. Restore the session. So I'll show you how we can install, and later on you can also install meanwhile. Okay. So what we can do, we can go to Metasploitable 2, download. We can go here, or we can take anything. I'll go with this. So here we do have a zip file. Okay, Linux zip file is there. We need to download this file actually. Okay, I'm downloading this one. So what is metasploitable? In the sense, it is an outdated machine where we do have many vulnerabilities. Okay, where we can try to exploit it, and we can have a basic knowledge like how we do testing in our environment,
Okay.
or
Metasploit
in.
from source forge.
It is actually from Rapid 7, but Source for is a website where we it is available. We can also
Okay.
download from any that Rapid 7 website also. Yeah, it's visible. Have you downloaded it?
Okay. So now I'm trying to click on download, but it's not working.
It will work. See, shortly within scroll it. Shortly within 3 seconds it will download. Don't
Okay.
scroll up. Let it be at that. See, it has been
Sorry.
downloaded, I guess. Control J.
It's
Yeah, it
downloaded.
has been already. Huh. Go to files.
It is a
So it's better.
metasploitable too.
I think your screen is not visible right now. The machine should not have infected. See, right now my Kali got somewhat errors and it was not able to load because of
Mm-hmm.
sudden shutdown or something. So, is like it is extracted, right? Go back.
Extract all.
go to down, extract all. No, no, go to downloads. You can,
Mm.
okay, you can extract it.
Which one to click? This one.
Uh,
VM workstation.
VM workstation. It will automatically open just once. VDM cannot be opened directly. So here you need to create a space over side, like how you need to add new one, not in this, like in your VM, watch VMware.
अच्छा यहाँ पे इधर. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Here you need to create another VM where you can export it. Okay.
Okay, how to create it? Let me just close the Linux first.
Uh,
Suspend.
yes, yes.
Create a new VM. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
बस ऑफिस ऑफिस पे जाते हैं ऑफिस जाके खा लेते हैं पैसे है जा रहा
Let's see.
हूँ हाँ,
Let's extract.
तो हाँ like next
So browse it from there here.
and browse from here हाँ
So
click on the
this is the down.
हाँ हाँ
Think we got it in.
Fahim go back once
Yes.
we need to change the version over here go back
This is the last one. Acha. Cancel it.
no
Okay.
close it close it
Mhm.
so here we need to make uh, uh, second
Hey, you have a network problem, I think. Well, no worries. I'll try to download it by myself today. Hello.
Well,
But your voice is not audible properly.
oh, I think like for
Yeah,
first
and no,
hour
no problem. I mean,
Wi-Fi,
yeah,
so
we
I think
can.
due to network change.
Yes, I will
Huh.
try to do
So
it by
Fahim, you
myself
can click
today.
on that last. Huh. So because here, what is the issue? We are directly importing
Mm-hmm.
that VDI file or OVM file into our VM, right? So we need not to click on that ISO. So we need to click on next option, which is I'll install operating system later. And now,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, click on next. It is list. Yeah. Now click on next. Linux. It is not Windows. Linux. Huh. Yeah. Next. Mm, now, like, what are the location you want to make sure that it should be in? You can make sure that. Uh, Next. Uh, you can one second. Create store in as a single file. Store as a single file. Also, you can make it. Uh, Next. Next. Finish.
Finish.
Uh, uh. So do one thing. Fahim, try the another way also.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, go to home. No. Home. Yeah, home. No, over the right side. In right side tab, we do
So
have home.
home. Okay,
Click
okay,
on that.
got it.
Open a virtual machine. Click on that once. Uh, Now go to the location where you have stored that Metasploitable file.